Welcome back everybody, Dan here with Plant Abundance on YouTube. So something a little bit different in today's video. I thought I'd just set up the camera and let you guys join me for a typical day out in the garden. We've got a beautiful fall day, some nice sunshine, although there's quite a bit of wind. And for that reason, I'm probably going to be doing some editing on this video, not just leaving the mic to run, otherwise that wind's gonna blow you guys out. But yeah, I just want to let you guys see what maybe a typical day is for a gardener like myself in the fall season. I've got several things I need to get done, some removal of some of the summer crops, some planting of some fall crops, some harvesting yet still to do, some pruning, cutting back. I'm gonna start right here actually with the Wisteria vine. Also quickly go around after I hedge it, pruners, and just clean up any of those gnarly ends that I see. And here's what I mean, those rough cuts, you can just come around and look at all these seed pods here. It's a velvety skin on the outside. These are still young, fully green. When they turn a dark purple, like this one, that one's good to go. That's what the Wisteria seeds look like. Alright, so now it's time to harvest some pineapple quince. And you know the quince is ready when the fruit starts to turn from a darker green color like this. I accidentally knocked this one off. To more of a golden or a yellow color like this. Maybe you can see the difference. It also pulls off the tree really easy when it's ripe. So between mid-September into October is pineapple quince season. And this tree can get 10 to 12 feet tall, so it's a pretty small tree overall. It can fit into most landscapes. And just one tree can put off 100 pounds of fruit. It doesn't need a cross-pollinator, it's self-pollinating. And it's another cold hardy fruit tree, can handle temperatures all the way down to -25, so USDA climate zone 5 and up, you're good to grow this tree. Now the unique thing about these pineapple quince, and you might actually be able to find this at your local market, your farmer's market, because they're in season right now, is that you don't eat this fruit right out of hand. And it's also not appropriate for like juices and smoothies. It's just too dry, it's too much fiber. So what you really want to do is process this fruit, and there's different ways you can do it, but what I plan on doing with the harvest that I pull from this tree is to actually make something called poached pineapple quince. You add it to some boiling water with some sweeteners. Over the course of a couple hours it softens up, becomes quite tasty, very unique experience, but you can add it as a topper to your pancakes, your ice cream, throw it in a smoothie. You also enjoy the syrup, so stay tuned, I'll be sharing that with you as well. These have a very unique fragrance. It smells really good. So this was the harvest I pulled today. And there's still quite a few on the tree, probably another bowl's worth. So not bad. Not bad this year. Now I'm going to plant a bit of garlic. It's garlic planting season, y'all. And I got a tip for you guys. So I've been growing garden center and store-bought garlic quite some time, and don't see that big of a difference except for price. Store-bought garlic can be a lot cheaper, and you see these bulbs here are huge. So my tip for you, I've been collecting large bulbs over the course of the last couple months. Every time I go to the market, I just look around at the organic produce section, I look at the garlic, and if I see a nice big bulb sticking out over there, I'll grab it. So I've got a few of these. I mean, these are really large. As you can see, there wasn't really too many small ones in this garlic. I'm just going to take a few of those out. So I had a patch over here before. I let this area rest last year, and this is dry. This is, you know, on the edge, kind of out of the way, but not a patch that I'm going to forget and not see. So I can give it some water if I need to. That's kind of embarrassing how dried out this soil is. But I'm going to add in some amendments, some worm castings here, Maybe also just a little bit of some nitrogen fertilizer. And then we'll get the garlic planted and we'll soak this bed really good. So here we've got some homegrown worm castings with the worms and eggs still in here. Just took a couple bites out of the bathtub worm bin. And then just a scoop of some granular organic fertilizer. This is just a 3-2-3. And I got this, there was a hole in the bag at Home Depot. And asked the guy who was in the aisle if they discount it. He said, yeah, so I got quite a discount. So I picked that up. Just kind of work this in. Bigger clods to the edges. Garlic's really not that picky, so I'm not too worried about the condition of this soil. Alright, with the garlic, it's just pointy side up. I like to space it about 5 inches. We go a little closer, a little further. If you do nothing else in your garden, I hope that's not the case. At least get yourself some garlic planted this October. What this allows is for the garlic to sprout some roots, and even if the greens die back in the winter in colder climates, those roots and the bulb will stay viable and come back strong the following year. You'll get a much larger bulb of garlic. Just about everyone uses garlic in the kitchen. It's a wonderful flavor enhancer and medicinal. Antibacterial, antiviral. Just cover that up loosely. I'm going to throw a little bit of mulch on top here too. I like to add a little bit of straw on my garlic patches. This helps keep the moisture in. Got to be careful though, it also attracts chickens and birds. They want to scatter through there and see if they can find any seeds, so I always protect my garlic patches as well. Excuse me, lady. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's easy enough to do. Just a little spare fencing to go around the patch. Just like that. So check this out, guys. This is a Malabar spinach plant. This was a volunteer. This plant will easily volunteer itself throughout the garden. But you eat the leaves, not these beautiful berries here. But it's got a good flavor, a bit of a zing, kind of like a peppery, lemony flavor. It's mucilaginous, goes really well in a salad. You can put it in a stir fry, a soup. But the berries do contain the seed and also a dark red pigment that could be used in different arts and crafts. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See how dark that is. And there's the seed. But look at that juice. You can see the flowers are quite beautiful as well. A little white with purple tinge. And you don't have to remove the seed from the berry in order for planting. You can just let it dry right into the berry and plant those out next year. Well, everyone, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thanks for joining me in the garden. I need to get some dinner made. So with that, I hope this video finds you and finds you well out in the world and out in your garden, planting more abundance in your life. Take care, everyone. I'll be talking to you again soon.